Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright, we're able to be a little more uncensored, a little more explicit, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, this right here is actually interesting to me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Right, first and foremost, shout out to Tay Capone. I'm glad to see he back in the field of blogging, you know, telling his personal stories. I used to watch his vids before he kind of disappeared. He was like one of the first guys a part of the drill culture early on to share his experiences, and I always felt it was like a no-brainer, because while all the other guys were busy trying to be so gangster and cool, and you know, I'm not into all that blogging, I ain't no snitch, whatever, people actually took interest in Tay Capone because they knew that he was in fact a part of the early drill culture stages, and they took a liking to his stories, and knowing that what he was saying was genuine, honest, you know, and truthful. So now look, you know, the same guys that was saying that YouTubers were snitches and they just trying to get clout and X, Y, and Z, they all became YouTubers as well. Alright, so Tay Capone, he was like ahead of the curve. He was like one of the first ones to do it. So shout out to him, man. Now, like I was saying, I find this topic interesting mostly because a lot of people don't believe that a lot of their favorite drill artists got passes at one point in time. You know, just the whole point of having, you know, people getting passes or giving passes, at the end of the day, it's interesting because when you hear these guys' music, you know, they like to make it seem like they invincible and they can't be touched. And then they come to find out they could have got touched if they wasn't given a pass. All right. And let's be real. Let's be clear and honest here. It don't make you any less tougher. It don't make you weak that you was given a pass. Anyone could get touched, first and foremost, right? People get caught lacking all the time. Now, to give someone a pass means you got some type of morals, values, and principles you live by. It takes maturity and a person with a good character. You know, guys like FBG Duck, Melly, they talked about giving ops passes, and it's only right because if somebody with their kid or their mom or something to that extent, they grandmoms, you supposed to give that man a pass, man. You know, it's some more. You gotta have morals and principles in you to do things like that. Mimo 600 explains before during the True Teller TV interview that he caught Rico Reckless before, but he was with his son. So he had enough respect to let him get a pass because he also have a child as well. So, like I said, it takes a real dude to give a pass, and it always takes a stand-up person to admit when they've been given one as well. So hearing Tay Capone speak on him getting a pass made me wonder how much other guys that were a part of the early drill culture, right, are there that we praise for surviving the drill culture all this time, not knowing that they could have been lost their life. You see what I'm saying? This is also interesting because Tay Capone said that all of this happened in a span of only 2 months after he'd been released from prison, meaning he was fresh home and he could have been a goner that fast. Alright, so let's speak on what initially happened first, right? And then after, I want to hear how you guys feel in the comments. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn them notifications on as well, right? Now, Tay Capone describes that he was pretty much fresh out of jail, about 2 months, ended up going to a new barbershop, being that he no longer had dreads, and the barber he attended had a chair right in front of the shop. Now, to be honest, I would think that Tay would be a little more smarter than that, because that was a little too bold. Y'all know barbershops got them big glasses you could see right through. So if an op was to pass and spot you, they could rush you without you even knowing, because you getting your hair cut, and then that's that. Or they could shoot through the glass, or, you know, whatever they decide they want to do. But he did explain and admit that at that time he was like very naive. You know, he said he kept his gun on him or whatever the case may be. He was nonchalant to the whole dropping the locations and backdoor crap, but he did describe that there was a guy in the barbershop that he felt dropped his location because he used to overly talk all the time. Now, he don't know if this was in fact the guy that did it, but you know when you kind of feel like, nah, it had to be him. All right, that's what he pretty much describes. Now, there's a guy, G Slim from NoLimit. You know, he said that he didn't even know Slim. Slim was cool with 051 Young Money members. Heavy. Alright? So he says that Slim from NoLimit DM'd him. He asked him like, yo, was you in the barbershop yesterday getting your hair cut? Pretty much letting him know that he knew that he was there. Alright? Now he says Slim sent his number. They spoke on the phone and Slim let it be known that somebody in the barbershop put the call in and dropped his location. Now, out of all people who got the call, the infamous 051 Melly. Definitely known for being the grave digger of Chicago. So 9 times out of 10, he know he would have been a goner. If Melly pulled up on that scene, you know, it would have went left. Now, Take Capone explains that luckily Slim was with Melly when he got the call, or I guess the call came through Slim, and Melly was the one that was gonna go do whatever, and they was on their way, and Slim pretty much stopped it. Now keep in mind, Slim don't know Take Capone from a can of paint personally. Tay explains that he don't know Slim. You know, they only know each other from following each other on Instagram, and Tay says that maybe Slim was old, being that he was older, he probably knew his uncles and etc, etc. But either way, Slim did not have to do what he did at all. But unbeknownst to Take Capone, he said that he learned later on the line that he found out Slim actually knew pretty much all his peoples, including his family and his father. You see what I'm saying? I feel a lot of young dudes that idolize the drill culture coming up need to watch this video as well. It's a deeper meaning. He explains that that situation changed his life and made him think about things differently. You know how people sit there and act like it can never happen to them? He explains that it almost happened to him and he didn't even know. You know, he was just thinking to himself that he was going to go get a quick cut, and then out of nowhere, not knowing, he could have lost his life that quick, that fast. And that situation made him reflect on guys like L.A. Capone, where he now understands the thought process that maybe he thought he was just going to go to the studio real quickly, lay a track and get out of there. All right. He explains that he don't judge anybody in their situation because it can happen to anyone, being that it almost happened to him. You know, a lot of these guys like to act like they Superman. And what I like the most about this whole video is that Take Capone wasn't afraid to be honest and keep it real, letting it be known that he actually got saved. You know, he ain't trying to act like Superman. He letting it be known, nah, listen, they could have took my life right then and there. Slim and Melly aren't here to defend themselves, so he could have lied, put his own little spin on the story, but instead he kept it 100. And that's rare, you know, because dudes always feel the need to seem tough and act like they invincible. But here he is telling the story like, nah, I could have really got smoked. They actually spared me. You know, so shouts out to Take Capone for that, man. One thing I could always say is from watching Tate's videos, he actually seemed genuine in his stories that he speak about. That's why I actually watch when he drops something. Most of these other guys got too much pride and ego, and they want to act like they Superman, they invincible, and you know, the whole 9 yards. So to hear him actually be honest and admit, especially with these guys not being here, you know, that's pretty dope, man. You know, and like I said, 051 Melly, if he was on that call 9 times out of 10, Take Capone know himself that he could have got did dirty, man. So, y'all just, this is actually a good story because nobody really knew this. He could have kept this one in the chamber, but like I said, he put his pride aside, his ego aside, and let it be known like, nah, I could have got up out of here too. And a lot of us don't know that. It's interesting because here we are thinking like, you know, these guys survived the drill culture. They made he just smart, he's this, he's that. He letting it be known, nah, I could have got caught lacking, and I guess that changed his whole perception of everything. So he changed how he move, and he said he don't get a haircut no more at no barbershops. I guess he got people coming to the crib or whatever, which is pretty smart. You gotta know how to move, especially when you in them trenches. Alright, so this, like I said, this is a never before heard story, at least on my behalf. Y'all let me know if y'all heard it before or if it's new to y'all, and let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to and I'm gonna also put the link to the actual video so y'all can listen to it yourself. I kind of paraphrased it, you know, and gave you a little about it and then told you how I feel about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments after watching his video as well. Alright, so don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.